Well, hello and welcome everyone. So glad you could join tonight. We are doing a yoga for when you feel really super duper tired class tonight. And so it's going to be pretty cozy. If you want to leave on a sweatshirt or a sweater or your socks, you can do that. We've got one downward dog, but aside from that, no standing poses today. That doesn't mean we're not going to get a good stretch and get our blood flowing a little bit, but this is a great class to revisit in the future if you're feeling really tired. I know it's really easy to skip any physical practice when you feel tired, but sometimes by getting the blood flowing and the breath moving, we can relax even better. So come to any comfortable seated position. And even if you would like to lie down or stand for the beginning, if seated isn't good for you, no problem. When you get there, you can just close your eyes. Make any adjustments you'd like to feel comfortable. Go ahead and get the wiggles out. Notice if your weight is a little bit more forward or a little bit more back. And you can even rock a little bit forward and back until you find that just right place in the middle where the least amount of effort is needed. Relax your shoulders. Soften through your pelvis. And grow tall through your spine. We'll begin with 3 deep breaths and big sighs. So when you're ready, inhale, deep breath. And a big exaggerated sigh. Keep going 2 more times. Last one, almost like you're making a little joke out of an exaggerated yoga teacher. Your silly yoga sigh. And drop your chin to your chest. Breathe into the back of your neck. And if you're lying down, you can just do side to side with your neck instead. And slowly roll right ear to right shoulder. Maybe bringing your hands by your sides for a deeper stretch, walking your fingertips out. And just take some nice slow breaths, feeling your neck and your shoulder begin to expand and soften. And slowly roll to the other side. And you can keep those sighs going or bring them back anytime. The sound of a sigh actually helps other people relax and calm. So if you're in a stressful situation, sometimes just letting your natural sigh out can help other people too. Come back to center, chin to neutral. And bring your hands to your knees. We'll take a couple back breathing breaths. So on your inhale, you can just round slightly, filling up your whole backside body with air. And on the exhale, lengthen through your spine, pull your chin back a little bit, squeeze your shoulders together, just a little bit, pressing your heart space forward. And keep going just like that. Back breathing is great for reducing stress. Don't worry exactly about the technique so much here, just breathing deeply, moving how feels good. And if you've got any lower back challenges today, you might try sitting up on a pillow. And we've got some stretches, good stretches coming for you. All right, let that one go. Bring your left hand by your side, right arm reaches straight up to the sky. Pull your hand back, open through your shoulder. And back to center, switch sides. Right hand comes down, left hand reaches up and pull it back. And back to center. We'll just do a little side to side here. So you might notice that I am in a new space. Yes, I have moved. And that's why the yoga for when you're really, really tired tonight. We had the help of some wonderful friends. But still, if you've ever moved a house, then you know it's a little exhausting. But anyways, I'll be working on getting some more colors and some nice things in my yoga set here for you. But for tonight, we're just having a real simple vibe. All right, on your next round, stay for a moment. And we're just gonna take a little bit of open to the sky and round to the floor. Be really gentle here. Don't feel like it needs to be a big movement. Maybe you just move an inch or two. And come back to center and over to the other side. For some people, this kind of floor work is really crunchy on the back, and so that's why I suggested you're welcome to also take this standing or seated in a chair. No problem. And back to center. Deep breath in. And slowly fold forward any amount that feels good. First lengthening through your spine. And then as you're ready, rounding over, relaxing your forehead. Just breathe here. Release through your lower back. And if it's not feeling great on your lower back, just back out a little bit. Letting go. And slowly work your way back up. Right hand comes to the inner thigh or right at the hinge of the leg here. Left hand by your side, and we'll just take a little twist to the left. Doesn't have to be super deep just yet. But really breathing into the twist, so letting the breath go to that place where you feel restricted. Let the breath do the work of stretching you from the inside. It's like a little internal massage here. And back to center. Take a balancing breath here. And other side. Right hand comes to your side and left hand presses you into that gentle twist. Breathing gently, any place where you feel pain, back out. But if it's just a little discomfort, let your breath begin to gently soften. And back to center. Great job. Come all the way down to your mat. Bring your feet hips width apart. Arms come out like a T, and we'll take some windshield wiper legs here. Knees come to the right. Breathe into the top of the left leg here. Stretching these big muscles is a great way to get a little rush of energy. Notice if there's anywhere you're gripping or holding on, and see if you can just release. Letting go in your jaw, letting go in your shoulders and neck. Just relax. And when you're ready, slowly come back to center. Take a moment to balance out in the middle and over to the left side. Once again, notice if you're holding or gripping and see if you can just let go and release into this pose. You can use a little bit of glute strength to press your hips forward if you'd like to deepen the stretch though. But shoulders, neck, foot, relaxed. And come back to center. Hug both knees into your chest. And you can rock a little side to side, giving yourself a low back massage here. Or even take some circles with the knees together. And other direction. And then just let the knees fall apart and catch them in your hands. So probably, might depend on your anatomy, but the weight of your knees is probably coming forward. And you can just hold here, getting a little stretch through the groin and working on the grip strength in the hands some. Couple more deep breaths here. Big inhale and full exhale. And come back to center. Hug in just the right leg, stretch the left long on your mat. Notice your grip, which thumb is on top, and we'll switch when we go to the other side. So see if you can use the strength of your arms to pull your leg a little bit closer. And once you've found that just right spot, hold. Notice if your chin is jutting up. You can tuck your chin. You can even use your left hand to lengthen through your neck and place your head back down. This pose is great for digestion. Always do the right side first. That's the way your food moves through your body, is up the right side, over the center, down the left. And when you're ready, you can flex your right foot and take your time moving slowly to straighten your leg, reaching your heel towards the sky. And your leg might not get all the way to straight, that's okay. Just engaging a little bit through the thighs so you can stretch the hamstring, the whole back of the leg. So see if you can remain active through your leg while still relaxing through your shoulders, relaxing through your face. And you can point and flex here. And take some ankle circles in one direction and the other. And you can sway your leg a little bit left and right. And choose a place where you want to stay and breathe. And someone mentioned a couple weeks ago some challenges with the wrist. These exercises you can also do hands-free. It's a little bit more of a leg workout here, but it's definitely doable. Even if your leg is here, you might still feel a stretch, so you can try it. And when you're ready, come to figure 4, cross right ankle over left thigh. And you can clasp your hands wherever they land and hug your legs in a little bit closer. Some people like to make this more active by lengthening through the left leg and pulling it in close. Me, I like this one a little more passive, just breathing. Keep the chin tucked, the shoulders relaxed. And breathe. And when you're ready, you can drop your left foot, reach for the outside edge of your right foot, and bring your knee a little closer to your armpit here for half happy baby. You can just stay here, or if you'd like, you can extend the left leg. This one you can also do with a strap if the foot isn't quite in reach, or you can just clasp the back of the leg. So whatever works for you. Nice deep breaths. And then you can release your foot, bring your knee to center, and reach for the outside of the knee with your left hand and cross it over. You can kind of wiggle and adjust your hips here for this twist. Right arm comes out long, left knee falls towards the other side. Maybe it doesn't get all the way to the floor, but wherever you land, you can just close your eyes and breathe. slowly, gently come back to center. Knees to hips width. We'll take a little exercise in between to balance out. So bring your hands to your lower belly here. As you inhale, feel your belly expand. Maybe there's a slight arch in your lower back, just natural, not forced. And on your exhale, press your back down into the floor. Keep going. And this time, maybe you keep doing the same thing, or if you'd like, press your back and maybe even extend a little further by lifting your tailbone, lifting your buttocks off the mat and lower. So we're not going into a full bridge pose here to lift the hips all the way. Just a little tuck and lift to stretch the low back and maybe stretch the tops of the legs a little bit too. And just feeling what your own body feels like as it moves. Maybe bringing your hands down to your hips. Just noticing the muscles and the bones. Last one. And we'll repeat on the other side. So hug your left knee into your chest. And remember to switch the grip on this side. So whichever thumb is on the top, last time you'll do the other this time. And if you'd like, straighten through your right leg. Hug your leg in, lengthen through your neck, and breathe. So if you are watching this video or taking this class because you feel exhausted, I invite you to think about when you feel really tired, what is it that you usually sacrifice? What is it that you let go of to have more time for rest? And I think that's a good thing to reflect on because sometimes it's the things that are most helpful to us that we choose to let go, like that morning walk or cooking that healthy meal. So I invite you to just think of one thing that you could do tomorrow to set yourself up for success and maybe something you can treat yourself to. So say grocery shopping and cooking is just feeling a little overwhelming tomorrow. Well, instead of eating mac and cheese from a box, maybe could you treat yourself to a little healthy takeout meal? And left leg extends to the sky. Keep that same alternate grip. Heel reaching. Nice and engaged through the leg as you relax the shoulders, the jaw, the neck, the throat. Another big one is letting go the evening routine, right? If you like to stretch or read or meditate or whatever it is, it's easy to just get in bed. But then sometimes it can be hard to fall asleep if you're exhausted from stress. So just, thinking about what might only take a minute but would really help. And make sure that's not the thing you're letting go. These are reminders for myself, by the way, too. And point and flex. Angle circles. And reverse. And then sway leg left and right. And there's also different types of being really tired. So there's physical exhaustion, and then there's just mental weariness and exhaustion from stress. So depending on what type of tired you feel on a given day might affect the type of exercise you do. It's easy to not exercise when we feel tired, but if it's more exhaustion from stress or mental overwhelm, sometimes going out on that walk or jog or dancing around for a little bit can be just what the doctor ordered. Hold and breathe. Come back to center and cross ankle over thigh for figure 4. Hug it in. Oops, did you switch your grip back to the most natural grip, or are you still on that alternate grip? Mine switched, so go ahead and bring, for me it's the right thumb on top, it's the less natural, so that's what I'm doing now. Nice deep breaths. Drop your right foot down, stretch your right leg out long, and bring your left leg in, taking your right arm to cross over center. You can kind of wiggle your hips to adjust as you need for the twist. Another tip I'll share, which is again a reminder for myself too, but when you feel really tired and overwhelmed, it's kind of easy to think, okay, I don't want to engage in any socializing that I don't have to do right now, and sometimes that's a good call, you just need to rest. But also sometimes talking to friends and having that little positive boost can give you the just little bursts of energy that you need to keep going. Nice deep breaths, allowing whichever place feels the most restricted here to just start to soften and open. Again, imagining that massage from the inside with each breath. And take your time coming back to center. And we'll end just how we started, hugging the knees and rocking side to side. And we'll also take a full happy baby since we did the half happy baby. Did we do happy baby on that side? I think we missed it. Let's do half happy baby on this side. So clasping the outside of your left foot and hugging your left knee in towards your armpit. Remember to keep your chin tucked. You can always use your hand to lengthen through your neck. Nice deep breaths. And come back to center. Straighten both legs. Reach the arms overhead. Big stretch. And take your time coming all the way over onto your belly, or rather onto all fours for tabletop position. All right, so in tabletop, hands come underneath the shoulders and knees and hips are in alignment here. I feel I've gone a little crooked. I have. There we go. Okay. And we'll just take a couple of cat-cow breaths. Any version you'd like. Inhaling on the cat or the cow. Well, Matt's giving us a little wake up too. It's perfect for our theme. Yeah, not overarching the lower back here. I just noticed myself doing that, especially if you have any tenderness in that area today. And then when you're ready, coming to center, tucking the toes. Before you move into downward dog, really set yourself up for success here by grounding down through the hands, all 10 finger pads pressing. Rotate the elbow creases forward. Engage through your core and lift your knees just an inch. Lower back down. Keep that same engagement as you lift hips up and back. Heels reaching towards the floor. Relax your head. Let's aim for about 5 deep breaths here. And slowly come down to your knees. Sit your hips back. And that'll actually be the last time we do weight bearing on the wrists today. So I know at least one person was wanting to avoid that. That'll be the last of that. Hands come back and lift the hips any amount. Rather, this will be the last of the weight bearing. And lower. Come forward and slide your left knee for pigeon pose. Yeah, that's everyone's favorite super tired yoga pose, right? That and child's pose. Lower down any amount. And breathe, just letting go. Noticing in this stillness where your mind goes. Sometimes if my mind gets overly active on a particular worry or fear, anxiety, I wake up and I make a commitment to be ruthless with my thoughts. So if I notice that negative thought coming in, I choose something else I want to think about. And today I decided anytime I would get those negative thoughts that I would think about planning my class tonight. So this whole class was kind of a little labor of love for me today. And that's kind of a fun thing to think about too, is that actually just thinking about yoga or thinking about yourself in a pose can help you feel more relaxed and better. So if you're ever on an airplane or in the middle of a meeting at work and you just feel like you really need to stretch, you can just imagine yourself stretching and it will help. Maybe not 100%, but some percent. Okay, a few breaths in silence here. Maybe going a little deeper if you'd like. And relaxed. And as you're ready, switch sides, walking your way back up, sliding your leg back. You can take any pose that feels good in the middle, a little child's pose, or a downward dog. And then other side, right leg comes forward. And come all the way down, whatever level feels good for you. I also love using a block here if you have one. Even if you have the space to go all the way to the floor, sometimes it just feels nice to have that soft little forehead pressure. Once again, noticing your thoughts and seeing if you can just let them go. Trusting that no matter how important they are, giving yourself a moment of stillness will help you be able to problem solve, create, and just work out those thoughts better. We all deserve a rest. Just a few more deep breaths here. And when you're ready, slide your way back up. And actually we'll come down once more to Sphinx pose. Elbows under the shoulders, palms pressing down, heart space reaching forward. I think I've got to slide back for you a little bit. Sorry about that. Still working out my new space. Okay, there we go. Little Sphinx pose here, or if you want, you can also press up to upward facing dog, keeping the hips down or lifting them by pressing into the tops of the feet. I'm doing a little wide leg upward dog here today. So my feet are about as wide as my mat. And then use the strength of your core to come through center and sit back for child's pose. Letting go, just relax. Where can you soften? When you're ready, you can slide back up. We're going to come down to our right side. Let me check our time here. How are we doing? Oh, perfect. So you can extend your right arm and just rest your head on your arm, or if you prefer, you can sit up like this. Left hand comes in front of you, and we're just going to do a little balancing. So when I feel really tired, don't maybe want to do so much standing poses, this is when I like to come back to practice balance while still lying on the floor. So we're going to lift the left leg just a little bit here and use this left hand for a little bit of bracing as you bring the left leg forward and back. Looks easy, but you'll see there's a lot of wobbling and counter adjusting here, and a little bit of core strength too. Maybe as you go back, you can bend the leg if that feels good. You get a little stretch too. Then knee comes forward, leg straightens. And if this is more than you're looking for, you can just also stay here. It's just plenty. We'll just do a couple more rounds. And then come to center. And we'll do some little lifts here. So lifting the top leg up and down. And if you want to just keep it nice and gentle, stay here. If you're like, oh, I was looking for a little bit of a workout today, you can lift and pulse. And your toe can point, or you can flex, and you might feel it even more in your glutes, or particularly your left glute. And I like for yoga, instead of counting the reps, to count the breaths. So let's just keep a nice pace here and just take 2 or 3 more deep breaths. And release. Let it go, and you can give yourself a little massage. And then you can just flip over, switch sides. I'm gonna alternate so I can keep my face to you. Matt, I love your sounds today. Very ephemeral. Matt's tired too. Okay, so you can bring your right hand in front of you. Just take a couple breaths grounding here. And then when you're ready, lifting that right leg and maybe bringing it a little bit forward and a little bit back. And keep going, just explore. Doesn't have to be perfect. If you fall over, you're literally already on the ground. And maybe bending that knee, right heel comes back, and the knee comes forward, lengthen. Ooh, nice core work there. And come back to center. A little bit of lift and lower. I really love compound movements, so we're working a lot of muscles at once. Some of the warrior poses where you're extending the arms overhead are great for that. But when I'm feeling really tired, just doing exercises where I can focus on just one or a little small muscle group is really nice. So stay here, or if you'd like, you can do those pulses. And just a couple more breaths, hang in there. And release. Great job. All right, come all the way to your back. We'll take a little moving twist. You can bring your knees in. And actually, it might feel good reaching for the opposite foot, outside edge, and just swaying back and forth. That can be a nice little stretch in the upper glute. And then knees come together, feet come together, arms spread wide, palms down. And we'll just drop the knees to the right and to the left. So using some core strength here. And if this is more than feels good on your lower back today, lead with the legs. So you can see, I'll demonstrate here. So one leg at a time. And then come back to center. Hug the knees in once more, grounding into a tiny ball, forehead towards the knees. And relax. Drop your feet. And you can take any final poses you'd like before coming to your final resting pose, Savasana. Maybe legs come out long, maybe arms by your sides, palms face up. Or maybe put a pillow under your knees, grab a blanket, whatever you'd like. I'll sit up so that I can have an easier, calming voice. All right, once you find your comfortable position, you can close your eyes and take a minute to just get out the wiggles here. Better to adjust now and really find that just right spot with your clothes and your body and everything. Even as you lie down, imagine your body, your spine lengthening, and feel your entire weight releasing. Just let go. Maybe bringing your awareness to your very center place. Maybe that feels like your solar plexus, the place just kind of between and below your lower ribs. Or maybe that place feels somewhere a little different for you. Wherever it is, take a moment to just keep your awareness on that spot. And see if there's any way you can release any tension or holding that might be there. Imagine your body in layers of energy moving out from that place, like an onion or like a rainbow. And take a full 2 minutes to just go through each layer, releasing and relaxing. Just observing what's here, what's on this layer. And if you get to the very edge of your body, to your skin layer, keep going. See if there's another layer of energy, even beyond your skin, that still feels like you. Just keep releasing and clearing. take another breath or two to move to the outermost layers and beyond. And maybe imagine these energy layers are like a light. You can sense this light growing brighter and stronger, moving further and further away from the center growing brighter. At the same time, that light reaches further. This is a healing and warming light. It surrounds you and is inside of you, around and within you. This light both holds you gently, keeping you safe, while also setting you free, helping you to realize your own strength and ability, helping you to find your own confidence, your own self-forgiveness. This light is a beacon, glowing bright, so that other wonderful energy can find you in the form of good luck, good feelings, good friends, good perspective. This light even gives you the power to reframe what is good, so that you can see challenge as opportunity, struggle as a way to grow. This light washes over you, releasing you old patterns, helping you to just unwind the coils, to come back to a truer, more carefree version of yourself. This light is pure just as you are. It is healing not just mind and spirit, but also of anything that physically ails you. This light is like a salve, helping to heal any wounds, helping to calm any tension, helping to smooth out the wrinkles in the body. In this relaxed state, you are letting go of anything remaining that doesn't serve you. You are sinking deeper into a relaxed and joyful state. While you are calm and at peace, you simultaneously feel your energy rushing back in. You are ready for whatever is next. Lodge this thought in your mind or your body wherever it needs to go. You can do it. You might even repeat to yourself 3 times, I can, I can, I can. With that, you feel your whole body smiling. You reach your arms over your head. You take a deep stretch. Roll to one side. And keeping in this blissful state, slowly, gently roll over to one side and come all the way up to seated. Whenever you get there, sweep your arms to the sky, glancing up between your hands, and watch them as they come together and slowly fall down by your heart space. Let's end how we began. 3 deep breaths and big sighs. Keep going, noticing if there's anything that's changed about the quality of your sigh, the quality of May you take this sense of peacefulness with you through the rest of your night, the rest of your week, and the rest of your night. Thank you so much for joining Nat and I tonight. The light in me sees and recognizes the light in you. Namaste. Have a great night, everyone.